How to control your mind and emotions. Have you ever felt like your mind is spinning out of control? Like no matter how hard you try to stay calm, your thoughts just won't stop racing? Your emotions rise without warning. One moment you're fine, and the next, you're drowning in anxiety, anger, or sadness. It's exhausting. You smile through it, go about your day, but deep down, there's a constant noise you can't quiet. It feels like your mind has a life of its own, and you're just trying to survive the storm. But what if I told you that control doesn't come from forcing your thoughts to stop or pretending you don't feel anything? Real control isn't about suppression, it's about understanding. And once you understand how your mind and emotions really work, you stop fighting them and start leading them. Most of us were never taught how to understand our minds or manage our emotions, so it's no surprise that sometimes they end up controlling us. We go through life on autopilot, reacting to every trigger without realizing why. A single word, a memory, or even a tone of voice can send us spiraling, and we don't know where that reaction came from. But the truth is, it often comes from deep patterns, things we picked up in childhood, ways we learned to survive emotionally, not thrive. And without awareness, those old patterns keep repeating. Think of your mind like a car. If you don't know how to drive it, it doesn't just sit still, it drives you. It speeds, crashes, gets lost, and takes your peace with it. Until you learn how to take the wheel, you'll always feel like a passenger in your own life. Here's something most of us never learn growing up. You are not the voice in your head. You're the one who hears it. Inside every mind, there are two forces at play. The thinker, that nonstop voice, narrating, judging, worrying, planning. And then there's the observer, the quiet awareness behind it all. The one who notices the thoughts but doesn't have to react to them. Think of it this way. Thoughts are like clouds drifting by. But you're the sky. Clear, constant, unmoved. As Michael A. Singer writes in The Untethered Soul, the key to inner peace is realizing that your thoughts are not facts. You don't have to believe everything you think. When you learn to step back, observe, and simply watch, you stop being controlled by your thoughts and start understanding them. And that, right there, is where real control begins. So, what do you actually do in the moment when emotions rise, your heart races, and your mind starts spinning? Here's a simple 3-step reset you can use anytime, anywhere. First, pause. Before reacting, just stop, even if it's just for a few seconds. That pause creates space between the trigger and your reaction, and in that space, you regain your power. Second, breathe. Close your eyes if you can, and take a slow, deep breath in and then out. Do this 3 to 5 times. This isn't just relaxation, it's science. Deep breathing activates your parasympathetic nervous system, telling your body, you're safe. In that moment, your entire system begins to calm down. And third, name it. Say the emotion out loud or in your mind. I'm feeling anger. I'm feeling fear. I'm feeling overwhelmed. This step is powerful because when you name the emotion, you separate yourself from it. You're not saying I am angry. You're saying I'm feeling angry. And neuroscience shows that labeling an emotion reduces its intensity because awareness dissolves chaos. This 3-step reset might seem small, but in practice, it can stop a breakdown from happening. It can shift a spiral into a moment of clarity. It can turn reaction into response, and that's where control truly begins. Now let's talk about long-term control, not just reacting in the moment, but actually reprogramming your mind and emotions over time. And that starts with daily, conscious practices. First, journaling. Think of your journal as a mirror for your mind. When you write down your thoughts and emotions without judgment, you begin to notice patterns. You'll catch the same triggers, the same cycles, the same internal stories repeating, and with awareness comes clarity. Suddenly, you're no longer lost in your emotions, you're learning from them. Second, meditation. Even just 5 to 10 minutes a day can shift everything. Meditation isn't about stopping your thoughts. It's about learning to watch them without attachment. Over time, you stop being hijacked by every impulse, and instead, you become the calm observer behind it all. As the mind quiets, your control grows. And finally, reframing. This is one of the most powerful mindset tools you'll ever use. The next time something challenges you, instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" shift the question. Ask, "What is this teaching me?" That one change flips you from victim to student, from helpless to empowered. Because control isn't about perfection. It's about direction. And every day, with these small habits, you're steering your mind towards strength, clarity, and peace. Have you ever said something in the heat of the moment and regretted it seconds later? That's the difference between reacting and responding. A reaction is instant. It's raw. It's usually driven by emotion, anger, fear, insecurity. Like someone pushes a button and boom, you fire back. No filter, no pause, just impulse. But a response? It's intentional. It's thought out. It comes from awareness, not instinct. Imagine this. You're at work. Someone criticizes your idea in front of everyone. A reaction would be snapping back, feeling attacked, and either shutting down or lashing out. But a response? That's you taking a breath, staying rooted in your worth, and replying with clarity, not ego. This is where the real power lies. In the pause. Because when you learn to pause, even for just a few seconds, you create space. And in that space, you shift from survival mode to conscious choice. That's emotional mastery. Not the absence of emotion, but the ability to guide it. When your mind is calm, something remarkable happens. Your emotions soften. They don't control you. Instead, they flow gently, like ripples on a still surface. Imagine your mind as a vast lake. Storms will come waves of stress, anxiety, and anger. But when you practice stillness and calm, the water settles. The surface clears, reflecting peace and clarity. This isn't just a metaphor, it's a path to real mastery over yourself. Because as the Stoics said, he who controls his mind controls his world. When your thoughts are steady, your feelings align, and you hold the power to shape your reality. No matter what storms rage around you, you don't need to suppress your emotions. They're part of you, but what you do need is to lead them, to guide them with awareness and intention. That's where true mastery begins. If you're ready to take control of your mind, your emotions, and your life, then join this journey with me. Like, comment, and subscribe, and together we'll unlock the power within you to create the peace and strength you deserve.